コンコン。
An old door, worn by element.
It's military. The washerwoman mentioned a depot up the coast. She said it was for moving ammo and cargo across the bay. This might be it. Yes?
Poor things. light vanishes inside the concrete slit. The structure goes deep under the earth. There's no echo. Maybe it's just a storm drain for the...
No idea. Could be connected to one of the buildings around here. We might find her down somewhere. There's an old storm drain system beneath Martinez that's mostly collapsed. In conclusion, she could be under any building. I hope not.
Hello again. No, I'm afraid I can't help you with this.
So you haven't seen anyone around?
No, I'm sorry. As I said, this...
There's something friendly and familiar in how he says that. A day off.
Sure. What's on your mind? But of course.
You see, a slogan used to intertwine with...
Looks like tomorrow never came.
Above the mural, a collapsed roof, broken windows set in walls that are cracking. There's something in the wind. Sometimes the only way to go forward is to fail first. Indeed, somehow you knew it was here, and you felt it before.
In there? She could. Or she could be in the identical room of a...
Why single out this one building? Even though you're sure you succeeded, all is quiet. There is no cold hand brushing against your forehead, no rustle in the reeds. The wind has died. Trying to talk to the wind is trying to...
How do we? I was really hoping she'd be in the village. She's probably north of the village, and this place is a peninsula. We already scanned most of the outdoor areas on our... And then there's the church. We've already searched that and can rule it out. I know it doesn't feel... Anyway, we do it the old-fashioned way, sector by sector. Go over the whole peninsula, ask the locals, enter the places where we can enter first, like we did in the... Then, if we're desperate, we can look where we can't enter. Bunkers, storm drainage, this place. I'm sure it won't come to that.
Walk the coast, the old boardwalk, the reeds. You can always come back here, and an adventure awaits. An adventure on the windswept urban coast. Suddenly, there's a sigh, carried on the molecules around you, moving, flowing from high pressure to low pressure, in through the collapsed roof, flowing down a concrete staircase to the basement, sweeping away footprints in the dust on the stairs, and then the beach below the boardwalk.
She's down there.
Okay. Why? So, how do we get in there? The doors...
Finally, my time to shine.
Perhaps you can climb them. We are not climbing anything. I'm 43 years old.
There has to be a way to use brute force. Climbing sounds unsafe. A rusty ladder leads.
Yeah, that doesn't look good at all.
The distances between the remaining rungs are... In addition, the first rung is going to be tough to reach. It's what, 3 meters above the ground? And you're... Not to mention that the roof is collapsing and what if you were to...
Astral.
Yeah, because falling from that height seems...
Teleportation is not a thing. This really has nothing... Oh yes, it could hurt a lot.
All you need to do is close your eyes and zoot, zap, pow, crinkle,
Oh my god, I can't believe it.
bang! You find yourself on the roof, having mastered the art of physical displacement.
I just saw you climb the ladder. You just climbed it like a regular person.
The wind at the top of the building starts howling loudly.
Never mind. Find a way to let me in when you get inside. Don't go advance.
Two rusty metal plates that slide apart form a crude door. It's been...
What do you mean, who's there? It's me, Kim. Stop playing around.
The doors seem to be on rails, but they've gotten jammed. You grab a side and put some strength into prying it open.
Huh. I hope no one dangerous heard that. After you climbed up to the roof, you mean? There's a maintenance entrance.
He's quite proud of himself.
Yes, we have an exit, so let's get going. Time to investigate these passages.
A mustachioed and mutton-chopped man, amateurishly depicted, gazes at you, years worth of dust. Someone crouches, heels digging into wet sand. Hands sweep across the sand.
Some radical or radicals were hiding out here. They left a long time ago. Half a century? I think the purpose of this bunker was to produce propaganda. We have found a lot of those lately. I guess what most people think of as
Good hiding place for someone who's up to no.
I won't stand in your way, but only after we're through with this case. Millions of depictions of Mazov have been produced. They're not all connected. You mean like Ruby? No, I think we've stumbled on a piece of history.
This hat is so soft, so warm. Kraz Mazov would have worn this, Yushenka. Glory to the revolution. A mustachioed and mutton-chopped man. Feel something, like a swarm of hornets, but
No, what do you mean? I don't feel it, but we should still be careful. There were footprints back there. Looks like our suspect. If she's once we detain a credible suspect, who knows what the
you will upset the balance. This part of town is a fine clockwork puzzle. Keep calm. Go over the whole situation in detail.
I leave that to your judgment. You already know what I think about cross-pollinating info.
He just can't be sure. Maybe it will yield something,
Yes. There won't be time for that once.
if you must.
We absolutely cannot skip that appointment. Consider that 100%.
His hand rests on his holster. It's not enough.
Well, we are not...
If you can't predict it, there's nothing you...
I think I see a cavern. Maybe more cellars? I think...
I wouldn't be so sure. You...
Or maybe not. Either way.
A scattering of bullet holes is spread across the cracked wall, reaching from one corner to the other. As you approach, the man turns. He appears complete.
Ah, super. It's the officer. What brings you down to the scenic Martinez coast? My friend, if it's la responsabilité you're after, the comité de responsabilité de Revachol, it acts as a...
Yes, this is...
I would offer to connect you with the committee myself, but
What? Where is he then?
Why, officially, I am still in La Delta, preparing. That's why it would be extremely irregular, or potentially even inappropriate for me to intercede with the committee concerning a district I'm not... Well, under ordinary circumstances. But if you have information of a vital interest, they might be willing to entertain an exception. In which case, I would advise you to contact them via Coalition Warship Archer. You see, in addition to being an airborne artillery platform, Coalition Warship Archer is also the linchpin of the... And listening! It has the most objective vantage point in the entire city. Not to mention a vast array of radio, photographic, and meteorological monitoring instruments. I find it a great comfort to know there are benevolent powers watching. This is quite the problem. Very tricky. But in that case, you would require a radio transmitter capable of broadcasting on coalition frequencies. I suppose there might be some way to circuit bend your way onto those frequencies, but you'd have to be one of those techno-tinkerers to do it. Unfortunately not, no. I don't have...
Sounds like something that programmer we met in the church.
Let me just say that I have complete confidence in the RCM. I'm sure you... Well, that's très simple. I was visiting the fishing village just north of here. And then, well, I had some extra time on my hands, so I decided to stroll down. Yes. There's nothing like a... Huh? Is that what those pockmarks are?
You feel like there's something you could say here. If only you really knew what was going...
Ah bon? I'm all ears, officer. And then, well, you know... Huh?
You feel like there's something you could say here.
Ah bon? I'm always my...
scattering of bullet holes is spread across the cracked wall, reaching from one corner to the other. A scattering of bullet holes is spread across the cracked wall. A row of ghostly shades stand facing the wall. There are many of them, a dozen at least. They're 10 meters away. Other shades are lined up in a... Snowflakes fall on the wall. A long time has passed since the moment of this fusillading. The abundance of bullet holes leads to two options. Either an inordinate amount, a host of men, probably in everyday clothes, ragged from the conflict, they stand. Ordinary people, leeches, fleas, and thieves. All the freeloader scum living off the heart. Maybe you should change it. 7 men in combat uniforms and dark. The commandant, the one who gives the order. Machine.
I don't know. I don't know who died here, lined up beside that horrible wall. It could have been any of the parties involved in the revolt. Perhaps the ones executed here were the loyalist conservatives, killed by the communists at the start of the Civil War.
Remember what Trent Heidelstein said about Veld?
Another likely scenario.
Or maybe...
Yeah, it's very unlikely the coalition forces were the ones. To be honest, if a coalition member was anyone in this...
A cold sea behind this building, the other one, once filled with engineers and designers of Feld Electric. A row of ghostly shades facing a crumbling wall. With another, a host of men, they ordinary, leeches, maybe you should change it. A cold sea behind this...
Always my pleasure to be of... Always my pleasure to be of assistance to the RCM.
A metal and plastic contraption bobs up and down.
That, over there, must be the boy class you...
Cold, air, tendons. Snapped the cords, keeping the boy in place. A little longer, moves across the water, leaving no traces. You're cold again. Splendor.
Indeed.
The boy is not tied to anything. The cords dangling from the number 11 has been written on the...
Simple construction.
There's something in there. It smells like you would... And just a dash of hard... A shot glass's worth of seawater pours out. Some algae. And nothing else.
Well, damn. I have no idea. Or think we do. This is a small loose end, either way. Not important, I hope. In my experience...
You could ask the miss what she thinks. Later, if you have the time. The boy is not tied to a shot.
Well, damn. I have no idea. I wouldn't go so far as to could be. We should.
You could ask the miss what she thinks.
I have no idea. I wouldn't go so far as that may very well be the case.
You could ask the miss.
I have no idea. I wouldn't go so far as to say that. Might have been Glacier, might have been the people of.
You could ask the miss what she The dome-shaped plastic boy bobs up and down in the water.
I have no idea. Or think we do. This is a small loose end. It might have been.
You could ask the miss what she thinks. Later,
Yes?
a few poor things. There's some tear. A metal payphone under a yellow plastic dome. There's a life is garbage. Metal payphone under a yellow plastic dome. The life is garbage. You dial the calling, and calling for who knows how long. The cold metal takes your mind away.
That's enough now, officer.
Yes, what is it? What? No, no one's suspicious of— You're asking me to circuit bend on— The main difficulty will be finding an antenna powerful enough to reach those frequencies.
She's not joking. Even the RCM has to receive special approval from the coalition to act.
I highly doubt it. That tower is barely able to I don't see any alternative. We're just going to have to build the antenna ourselves. Because it's a completely different— We need metal. A lot of it. The taller the structure, the better. Something that is both prominent and easily accessible. If it's near a power source, even better. The Swallow, you mean? What about— Great. Thanks.
Goodbye,
音声入ってなかったわ。銃が全然見つかんないよ。
Whoa. What have we? A bridge with loose nails and rotten-fisted wood that creaks in the wind. A construction code violation if there ever was one.
Sure, they never cleaned up the war damage. The bridge is fine enough. Local.
Just an ordinary
これい
wall.
けるかもしかし
Nothing
て。
to see here.
代わりにか、18個。
Hello again, officers.
いなくなってる。弁眼の胸肉。村にいるってこと。なんでやって。中断、特定、車種。柔道、
It's
特
the
定したい
ledger。you found in the trash. A cabbage of papers hanging from the board. Arson. Petty theft. You don't exactly close them.
弾丸、どこ行った。
The bullet is still safely sealed away.
充電を調べる方法。カメラ、重火器を探す。あそこのコレクションはもう違うんだよね。今行けばいいよ。
The barbell waits patiently on the floor, like a dog for its master.
肉体、グラスには使って。
barbell waits patiently on the floor, like a dog for its master. Conjuring up an inhuman amount of strength, you raise the bar. A warm way, hey, but you're
Good technique. You're right. The weight may fall off. Better not touch it then. It would be a violation of EPIS safety.
No, it's just a memory from another life.
You're right. The weight may fall off. No one does until they get.
しょっぱい。
The barbell waits.
イオンモール。ここじゃなかったっけ？
Tiles on the cube are still small. It's empty. The filament you have would.
わかった。
Oh, it's you again. Are you looking for a die?
「とかは向こうに抜けれたよね」。事故。あれが扉。
A few bricks have fallen off, revealing
It means that
he likes this find.
seems like an old bug.
OK の今やってる。懐中電灯してもよく見え。
Both cables are on.
Now it's turning into a kind of a snow limbo, man.
.についてあいつに話しとくか。無料エロ CM。
I was just thinking, what a nice day for questions. Oh.
Did you take the doc?
No, of course not. As I said, it would have been too risky for me to use those documents anyway. My employer gave them to me. Yes, I am. Regardless of... It was probably just an accident. I really don't know, sir.
She smiles, a bitter little smile.
Clearly, I haven't.
The snow falls.
I'm stuck in Martinez just like all of us. I've been up here for... I don't know how long now. I like to call this my rooftop containment facility. For my sins, of course. The long-standing sins of for destroying my first love, for working for bad people. The list goes on and on. Did I? Why do I...
The lieutenant looks... He feels uncomfortable with his conversation.
I don't know what to say. None of this is fortuitous for me. The what? Oh, those ones. I mean, there's no reason for...
She nods, slowly. There is suddenly a strange glint in her eyes. She looks chipped.
Pretty. Looks like a dried Maybell. All right.
This window is pristine on the inside, unlike the one next to it. Golden light melts away into the blue, glassy darkness of your mind. In it are two neon-lit shapes, a man and a woman on the single bed. Like the witness said, the man is kneeling. The man looks directly at the woman. The shot's possible directions converge in his mouth. A ray cast from the roof outside, location A prime. The glass fractures around the bullet hole. Shards face inwards like a corona behind the woman's back. The man does not know the bullet has entered his brain. He never will. Death comes faster than the real. The ray cast from the man's mouth unravels into a fan of possible directions, all on the roof at first. The shot could have come from any of them. This is composite location A prime, most likely of the origin points. There could have been. Then the rain and slush and wind washed it away. This was more than a week, 72%, with an antique weapon that fires military-grade ammunition, a Belma-grave rifle, for example. This is a good short distance, but not too short. The lights were on in here. Outside it was dark. It was like shooting fish in an aquarium, a well-lit aquarium. The victim opened his mouth to let the bullet in. Neither of them would have seen anything outside in the darkness. Point X would contradict the woman's testimony, rendering the entire proposition void. None that you've found thus far. But that doesn't mean that's a 28%, yes. In this model, the shot could have come from a greater distance. Nothing excludes the possibility. Should we extrapolate to include? According to your map of the district, this shot could have come from a wide angle of locations, starting with the northern edge of the abandoned boardwalk, ending with an B prime for boardwalk, B double prime for Land's End, and B triple prime for the islet detector. 700 meters away. The likeliest of these B positions, 20% chance. A skilled sniper could have made the shot. 1.2 kilometers away. The least likely of these positions, let's say 1 kilometer away. A point beyond the docks, on an islet in the bay. The fort is ruined, but the shot would have been a small miracle. 5% likelihood. There is an extremely narrow field of view from the bay to the window.
From where, precisely? I see you have given this a lot of thought. Are those the locations you've singled out in addition to the roof? And what is the likelihood, in your opinion, that it came from a further distance? Okay, well, we should see if there is gunshot residue or sniper nests if we go down the court. It would be the diligent thing to do. Until then...
2 neon-lit shapes, A man and a woman having sex. A ray of backward motion explodes from his mouth to the roof outside.
From where, precisely? Okay.
I was just thinking.
You
jackpot. These, unlike...
So this is where the lieutenant looks around, the dusty crowd.
At some point, looks like it.
A creak.
Downstairs in the hall.
Remember the dice maker?
Ah, yes, as the novelty dice maker.
But then it went bankrupt.
If that's true, then he does not appear to be the kind of man who likes his establishment.
It's not a ghost story. It's a curse, and God ought to be made knowledge. The man ponders his cooking utensils.
辞典。横須賀、下手に。
Hey, was there something you needed? Got the 20 real? Then why are you wasting my... Another thing. Great. What?
So he knows of the doomed commercial area, and...
Everyone knows of it. I've been working here for a long time, and that intercom has never been used by the... It's a sub...
Relax, Mr. Gart.
Does this look like for 14 years, man?
He's done a fine job too. Though he's spoken...
Some real estate management company. They never come around here. Just... Yeah... Even if it is part of the damn doomed commercial area. Yes, your police skills have delivered. I'm sure you'll get... Well, it's sure...
It was you?
You look surprised. Hail, Holy Queen, by the...
Good pick.
What about them? One is...
He's hesitating, not sure if...
The other is a kebab cart. It's very successful in its way. Whatever. Was there anything... What wall? I'll have it fixed at once. Thank...
The color has... What a shame. To fix such a good peephole.
Absolutely not.
Sir, he was...
Yes, I absolutely will. Absolutely not.
In your defense...
Thank you. I'll patch it up personally. Was there something else about the establishment? Yes.
向島に行けなくない。おばさんから行くか。教会。
Wow, third different game for the day.
こんにちは。イネンダがどこにいるんだ。
Our tenant, the policeman.
どこにいるんだろう。成
An
功。
old mirror hangs on the wall. You see your reflection in it. The expression fixed to your
100点
clean-shaven face.
科学
You're still not accustomed to it.
18号。9が出る。13はいけるこの違い。電気工学。電気航空。天気。いい天気。小池、奏者。
On the table, you see a bowl of... An old mirror hangs on the wall. You see your reflection in it. The expression fixed to you. It's like something snaps in you. And just like that, it's over. The running gag that your life had become. A sad old man looks back at you.
特に何もないんだけど。百科事典。高知県。5時に1個しかないか。
An old mirror hangs on the wall. You see the reflection of your face in it.
20。
Such as it is. A regular,
ちょっと厳しい。
clean-shaven police officer. The bed is comfort.
Waves are beginning to die down. Look at those little bastards. Simmer down. Simmer down, bastards.
80。
1 hour's passed.
12、12。
I'll just keep the corder late. Aye, ma'am. Of course. Hello, detectives. It's good to see you.
What brings you here?
Nothing, really. I've had my eye on this jetty for weeks. How?
Water drips down eaves of Eton.
It's pornographically poor. The street has no name. All the men are dead or missing. I'm surprised that woman hasn't...
Dark eyes survey the coast leading up to Mud.
Fortunately for you, madame.
Maybe.
Above you, their cloud shadows slide.
Have I told you how they discovered this place? No. They're in Celindian, Isola. I'm guessing you don't know. Well, your condition has left you no worse off than most of these people. The literacy rate... I knew you would sympathize. Most Revacholians will never know what this place means. Remind me to tell you one day. For now, how can I assist you in this?
Do we?
I hear you have singled out a suspect and are in pursuit.
This story she will tell only before she leaves.
Maybe there is something else I can assist you with while you're hot in pursuit. You're back. Good. What can I help you with? Well, technically speaking, I'm not on it right now. Good. Waves are beginning to die down. Look at those little bastards. Simmer down. Waves are beginning to die down. Look at those little bastards. Simmer down. Simmer down, bastards. Oh. That's good to know, I guess. Why is it in the sea?
バサバサ。
Aye. Feels And why so? Oh yeah. Take it.
That's all we have time for right now anyway. Yes.
You like the Capri funeral idea?
「マインクラフト何ですか？オーディション」。ゆうちゃん。車で見。子供一杯できるのか。探求心って。
You're back. Good. I fear I've told you all I know. The sailor's soul would use quite a few.
What next?
Then he made Revachol.
You said you...
I can't.
In Martinez, looking into credit.
That makes sense to me.
どこだ。
We have no more. Quite a few.
What?
Then Revachol.
You said...
I can't.
In Martinez, looking.
Is that all? Is there anything else I can help you with? More lessons in basic reality?
これか。
My favorite part of the day. Go ahead, ask me anything. Glad to have been of assistance. Of course, anything to help. I am sorry to have been the bearer of... Of course. Of course.
You don't have to tell her you met Everard right away. There's time.
What we do? I'm afraid...
She nods.
Well, technically speak, good. Oh?
Is what you're about to say when a cold streak runs through your heart. Once said, there is no... Yes. What if something happens to her and you've left a...
Of course, Detective. You can always drop more lessons in basic reality. My favorite part of the day. Go ahead, ask me anything. Glad to have been of assistance.
Me. しまって、ここのこと。途中の取引までの距離。
old
何だったっ
door
け？
worn by elements, guards.
From here to the whirling? I can't see how. The church is in the way.
Is there something here that would indicate a sniper?
I don't see it, Lieutenant W. Freitor. I don't see a person take a shot here and hit something there to warm his hands before. Truthfully, this seems like a very poor. It's not possible to climb those.
Still, you felt it was there. It's glowing in it. Such a good girl, you think.
.閉まってる。評価は20。これしかないよね。ご利用していけばいけるんだけど。よ。今日の日程。
This coin operates. Your money the curtains on the lenses shift. The ghost sharpens into it. It looks as if its leaves ripped from it by the winter wind.
Can you tell?
It's not. The little brave birch tree seems. This coin-operated viewer is facing the metal feels a thick layer under the griff. The church looks up around the large wooden building.
鳴ってないか。島に行けないじゃん。これも積んだんじゃね。
Hello again, officers. Have you come?
ボート乗せて島に行ってくれるとこじゃない。下北沢市の
There's some tear. Two.
A trash.
He shakes his. Whoever. Now. You see, it's no too empty. He shakes his.
遊歩道の痕跡。
Yes.
何？
A metal payphone under a yellow plastic dome. There's a life is garbage.
De. 音楽。聞こえなくなってる。ここの UFO。
The dome-shaped plastic boy bobs up and down in a few pause.
何もないよね。無理。しかも言うほど何も起きないじゃん。
Is that the phasmid? Wait, what if this is the fishing rod situation all over again? It's not the phasmid. It's not even organic. It's a Don't be too hard on yourself. You can...
Mister? Oh. My mom tells me...
Kids.
Bye!
言うほど何も起きないんだけど。アンテナ、コミックできるか。 202。団結心があれば回復。ノコギリ、新聞は
You're back? Good. I fear I've told... Is there anything else I can... Oh? Of course, I fear I've told... The sailor's soul would you... Is there anything else? Oh? A takeover? Taking it, then we're talking about a war. Everett needs to let me into the harbour at once. We need to talk about this. They most certainly are not.
I've seen the Union's forces. It will take more than Colonel to wipe. I am sure you have the money.
What do you suggest I do? Everything affects the...
Officer?
For once, I don't seem to know what the right thing to do is.
I'm afraid we won't discuss... Of course. What will I do?
Her arms...
Did I ever tell you how they discovered this Isola? During our reality... Typically arrogant of me. It may be the only break we've ever caught as the nations who colonized this Isola called theirs Moin. The Pale was thought to be impregnable, perpetual. It was anything but normal. Until after years of trial and error, and the development of the 8th expedition returned sane and intact. They told of a new continent of matter, slowly raining down until it formed a vast ocean.
There are rain circles on water all around. So does the droplets.
The phenomenon has never again been encountered. For a time, the crew thought they were... But they could not. They were sane and conscious. Après la vie...
After life.
On the second day, a great skua was shot down above the flagship. 4 years later, the Queen's Counsellor was proclaimed Her Innocence Dolores Day, the elected world spirit. On Caillou. I will surrender Terminal B to the Union.
She puts her hand.
We will see.
Ma'am, this may well unravel property law this side of the river.
What happens will happen. The age of capital has only begun. I will talk to my employers in person. We will amputate and cauterize. Yes, Mr. Clare has a 2-month head start. I can't let it grow any bigger.
Forget about that. What was that about the age of capital only beginning? You need to talk politics with this.
I don't want to do it. I do not want to keep the peace.
How far along is Cronels?
A confrontation. As your investigate, protect their target soon. One last thing, Lieutenant. I know, because I too am insane. I just hide my illness better. And I'm rich. Watch out for yourselves. They will strike soon.
The lieutenant, with worry in his eye.
開いちゃった。
Waves are beginning to die down. Look at those little bastards.
Our tenant, the policeman. What more do you want to know about that poor girl? Yes, what more do you want to know about that poor girl? I don't.
It's a...
You'll never...
I wouldn't worry about that, ma'am. We are persistent.
Yes.
A felled electric neuron.
Me? Now it's your turn, Mr... Why?
Like the hag can tell the difference between fool and cool? Come on. As far as...
Not some...
So...
No.
She's not telling you all she knows. She nods, rinsing.
Just... This is pretty much a non-place. Here...
Under carts, boats, in...
Well, and then... Lillian, I'm sure you did.
She nods.
What more do you want to know about... Yes, let's hear the...
?30 分、そうなんだろう。
The scruffy-haired little boy kicks a stone.
「小島ってどうやって行くんだろう」ここやるか。無料セックス。これワールドエンドかこっち。
Old door, worn by elements, guards the depot.
It's military. The washerwoman mentioned a depot up the coast. She said it was for moving ammo and cargo across the bay. This might be it.
"無理だ。今行け、ないか。何？
Yes?
まあいいかも言っちゃうからね。待つのめんどくせえ。
This isn't just glass. These, yes, filament memories. The how was a the how.
So it is. The rest of the building seems to... These?
All you'll find here is... Suddenly, your entire body is paralyzed.
I know you're feeling pretty uncomfortable right now. Don't move too... Can't say it's a pleasure, officer. I was really hoping...
As she says the word, officer, that's an awful decision. Why would you not... Don't focus on the pain. Focus on doing your job. Tell her she...
Really now?
You feel something in your chest. An unnatural pressure. It's spreading to your left arm, your jaw. Fucking shit. Don't think this is a sign of all you feel. Cop suffers. Fuck. Suddenly, your entire body is...
I know you can't say it.
As she says the word, nobody. Don't focus on the pain. Focus on doing...
I'm using a pale latitude compressor. Signals are relayed across a series of repeater stations fixed to buoys. Not a fun job manning those stations.
So, what we are...
Precisely. This is an industrial strength paraboloid. At the upper limit is the large prime number generator station. It's used...
She's been holed up in here for a while with no one to talk to. Keep...
The pale? It's the end of the world. I built it myself.
And she's
That's illegal!
Oh yeah. Wait, no. Once I shut down the compressor, the pain will end. Yeah, I stuck my head in there before using it on you. Yeah, let's not talk about that. If you've got something really important... God damn it. Fine. If you really want to talk, I can dial it down.
Well, it doesn't... Just keep her talking, and you'll get through this. The compressor lies broken on its side. It's quiet in your head again. It still hurts like hell. But she looks at the machine as...
Oh, fuck it.
She pulls the trigger. You watch as her brains trickle out through her neon hair.
We clean up. It made that tent there.
危なかった。インタラクトで。ドルはメタン。体力回復、ある。
The plain red tent. You see.
We should put her in the sleeping bag. So the rat.
The lieutenant nods. There she lies. Magazines. You should. Assorted soft covers.
See anything?
Rager Monthly. Journal of. You pocket the worn. She watches by.
We should read this immediately.
A thick journal. The cover is made of. This was important to her. The journal falls open. About the large curse. Perhaps too It's a mix of.
We could learn a lot from this.
Hard to tell exactly.
There could be useful information.
Professionalism is esoteric radio tech. Short, wry observations of people and places. The first entry is from nothing on March 4th. March 5th, though, well, that's bound to come back and bite me in the ass. I'm bad at this. You have no idea what she means. These are the most recent entry. Even when I leave here, if I leave here alive, what's my next move? Staging a lynching is a crime, even if I'm not accused of murder on top of that. Forever on the run. Not really my idea of the open road. Man, I was really looking forward to winning.
I don't think she killed the mercenary. It looks like she might have been...
This whole thing was a... Don't get emotional.
By the Hardy Boys? By Classier? By us? Classier was the one who pointed the finger at Ruby. Perhaps she was trying to steer us away from her. Either way, when one thing is for certain, we have business back in the world.
The plane.
何？どうなってね。底なし。10時18分アラーム。
Welcome back.
Yo, man. What's on your mind?
Yes, what is it?
Good morning! Yeah! Hi!
The mother of humanism stands above you.
Yes? Yes?
Only but not one you should be ashamed of. It's no one.
616検証。微妙に。
Yo, man. The crab like it'll and if no and if it can't, no. And if it can't, well, maybe you can figure things out.
この時間止まってるこれ。
The mother of humanism stands above you, a precious and The mother of humanism stands above you, a precious and it's a mystery. All you know is this is the young mother of humanity.
This これ一番進むよ。とりあえず。歩いていかなきゃいけない。
I'm all out of shits to give, loincloth. Put your damn gun down. People are gonna... Shut up! You're not gonna talk.
This is a misunderstanding.
The Kept is merciful. Will...
You are all drunk.
Easy. Peaceful.
Fuck, there's a third one.
This third one, the lieutenant is genuinely worried for his life. You should consult him before getting in there.
The mercenary tribunal. No. We have to step in. If this turns into... My plan is not to get killed.
Get lost!
I think he's... No, he didn't. He's about to open fire. You can't...
Pig fuck!
You're probably gonna get killed.
To your left, you...
No one is...
With the word, the leader. Even if it comes to a... I don't know. Peace. Always peace. It has worked thus far. Start with the first idea you have.
Who the fuck is...
Glacia, the woman upstairs. Where is she?
She left!
Unarmed. Hunched.
What am I doing? She left! Her room's clean.
We should have arrested her.
You can feel our ups...
Hey, Bushman! Your little cunt isn't gonna help you out of this one!
これでいけるじゃん。
Rude.
All of you cunts and rip you open.
They're gonna. What do you think he does? Smart.
Now is the time. Stop waiting.
Yeah? Who did that?
Time.
Time is up, loincloth. Get out.
His fingers are twitching. That's a draw reflex. He's about to draw.
You think you... How about the...
Listen.
He's gonna do it. He's gonna shoot her. He pulls the trigger. A plume of...
You got any...
Oh, God.
Fuck this!
Gene!
He'll be ripped apart. They all will. The moment the third man opens fire. And he knows it. Of course, nothing bad will happen. Talk about his dead friend. He seems...
Don't fuck.
Okay, yes. Immediate failure. Things are worse now. He's observing your every motion carefully. International something. International law. Don't say it.
Yes.
Yeah? So what? You should be drunk too. Or, like, drunk.
Nah.
Enough already!
Interrupt me again and I will execute you on the spot, Lance Corporal.
A plume of smoke and fire erupts from the gun, and the smoke drifts west with... There is a hole in his cheek. To your right, the killer raises his rifle and takes aim at you. His moves are steady, but the long barrel of the rifle sways slowly. The shot rings and you stumble. Something violently tugs at your shoulder, pushing you backwards with incredible force. A volcano of the pain. God, he's aiming for that. Then, two shots ring and you hear a scream. But you're too hurt to see Glenn dying in a puddle of blood behind you. His mangled... Oh God. You see two crazed eyes stare at you through all the smoke and the panic. With blood gushing from his face, the man raises his pistol at you. The look of... Here it comes. Death. You simply blink. The pain is too immense to... The Hardy Boys...
Stop! The cop! Protect the cop!
The Hardy...
Stop! The cop! Protect the cop!
Feels slick and most of what's down, it's all... No.
You're bleeding out. Stay with me. Yes, keep talking.
But you can't. A slender white shadow towering. Someone scream immediately. He's gonna die. No, you scream. There is no room for hesitation. The lieutenant turns. You hear a faint scream.
This is death. One more.
The fight? He's not androtic.
He can't.
It was him. He is the infernal engine. He never...
You see the lieutenant's familiar shape in the orange jacket. It turns double. It's nothing. You're alive.
Sunrise, Parabellum. It's not ouch time yet.
Dramamine. Then it's not that bad.
Mr. Gart cleaned it. 2 days, in and out. You've been... Yes. The joke... Sunrise The gates of the harbor are boarded up. I think we may have held it up. Yes, we have also completely failed. What happened? You shot the major in the face. Yes.
You're a blood-stained killer.
As retaliation, the rifleman shot you.
He sounds a tiny...
I shot and wounded him, while Glenn took a bullet in the spine. It was meant for me. He did not survive.
This is not the first...
Titus, Fattingus, and Theo. Yes. You were bleeding out by then.
Thank you.
I killed her. And that's what happened. Five. Glenn, Theo, Shanky, and Angus. The fat one. He took a lot of bullets. And Elizabeth too. Elizabeth Beaufort was her name. No, she bled out before Everard's surgeon could help her. Everard sent his personal doctor, but... I know you did.
That's right.
The Pole was the last to die. Everard had their bodies returned to Crenel for a funeral. Because we deterred them? Or Joyce did? Maybe they are simply taking their time and will attack all. Oh no, officer. It's pretty bad.
+1. Ruby.
But what's done is done. The violence is scored and...
His smoking. His hunched back.
Pretty bad. The second shot hit you in the... We will see.
If it's possible, then by pure willpower alone.
Easy now.
You can take it.
How are you?
The lieutenant, he thinks you should sit back down.
I honestly don't know. Do you? Because we can't talk to Everard. I don't know what to think. Maybe it's her. Maybe she kept her hand. Either way, Ruby's gone. And Classio too. We really should have arrested her, you know? I don't know. I think the theory you presented, it's someone else, outside our circle of suspects. Well, honestly, I think our investigation has not produced a single credible suspect. What? Every piece of garbage in the city is not connected to the... I don't know. Yes. We should go upstairs.
See? There's that. You can do ballistics.
It's extremely easy. We could find...
But they seemed so mysterious.
No need to be melodramatic. What is... something...
He does not know what to reply.
I'm afraid we may not be... Ideology does not have anything to...
He arches his brow. The ceiling fan patiently spins overhead.
I'm listening. I'm ready to hear what you think about solving crimes now. Really? Because... No. Are you ready to leave? Good.
A gust of wind blows in from the bay.
Why not?
まだ続くの。
Another look at the window, perhaps?
第2部が始まった。
The bathroom mirror has been wiped completely.
.あれなくなってる。取引がなくなっちゃった。入れねえじゃん。
of bill. I'm sorry. I fucked everyone over.
A gift. It's hardly... I am not...
He says he's not. Just don't relax. Not... I'm sorry. I fucked everyone over. I'm sorry. I fucked... I'm sorry. I fucked...
$160.
You see the same two.
This is
なん
ballistic.
かトラップじゃねえだろうな。
Motion explodes from his. It suggests the bullet came from the island in the bay.
Unless she thinks the perpetrator... I remember. She was there.
She had a.
It also looks like there may be more to her skill set than we... I find that hard to believe. But at this point, what difference does it make? So it...
For a second, he seems.
I just haven't...
He doesn't really. He sees danger.
Okay. How do we get there? Joyce... Ah, yes, of course. The village.
A red thread runs
Time
through
message.
the neon-lit shapes.
「システムがちゃんと理解できてる」プレステフラン
The
ス語
graffito. This was Cindy the Skull. The lieutenant.
Looks like it. And...
Heavy fuel oil. The fuel oil catches fire in me. The lieutenant. The flame.
Let's go to...
Slowly, the flames subside.
Officer, what happened? You're wounded. Why is this?
There was an exchange of fire on Rue de Saint...
Of course. Can I help you with something? That won't be a problem. It's wind still and the tar just dried. We've got 2 days of relative sunshine ahead. Used to be some kind of fort...
Who?
My husband used to drink there. Him, hundreds, maybe thousands even. The kids sometimes go there too. I know they do. The twins.
Can we maybe ask your twin?
Be my guest. If you promise to bring it back. And no scraping the hull.
Of course.
Aye.
The crow's feet disappear from the corners of...
Please be conservative with the fuel, will you?
The scruffy-haired little boy.
And that iron, that's nothing. It's just and we make a fire. Yeah, there are lights. The fire guy.
Your nerve endings sting.
No. Yes.
Let's go with yes.
Because he asks to put the fire. I don't know. He does. Yes.
A suspicious request.
Did you mean there are...
Yes. No, he doesn't. No, he lives there. He doesn't live.
Anything else?
I don't know. We ran. He just yelled. Our father didn't say that. He didn't. I don't know. Doesn't even have anything to. There's
Lights. Fire guy.
A skiff, once you get it. Have you made... Remember what the nitpicker said?
What? Fine.
Sad effort.
やっぱ、島谷、深海。
Want to be free. Want to be free. It will last
じゃあ、相手、やる前にさ。Bluetooth と話せば銃撃戦の前に島を調べられた。出てます。
2 hours
新しい
passed.
飛ばないのこれ。遅すぎた。
The boat comes to a slow stop. The lieutenant turns the engine off. Then there's silence.
やれやれですよ。半年。
There is very little wind here today. The ghost is standing still.
Let's go.
ICM? This
insulin
sounds an awful lot like...
After one of these barrels, it does. The RCM, it's impossible to say. It was... No.
With its horns, a DeLorean heiress. There's a greasy old...
Someone has been squatting here.
You forced...
You know, officer, you can rest here if you are feeling tired.
You face the concrete wall. There's less light there. In the dark, the blanket feels cold. You feel yourself standing up in the darkness, right next to the mat. Sleep.
海外人気外人の事故でいけないよUI は何もなくなった。こっち。
Dolores Day, the innocence of humanism, internationalism, and the welfare state turns around. Okay, don't say you need to talk, but you don't even want to talk to her. She would only be cold. Let her go. This is the holy queen of the territories of...
Hey. I mean, hey to you too? I'm doing really good, actually. Both professionally. Don't say that.
This is everything I always warned you about.
I'm going to Morova. To live there, in Grad. It's 1 million kilometers away, Harry. Might as well be another life.
Is what you want to say. But, the light. I can't help you. I'm totally useless. Everything I've...
I'm sorry.
She means she doesn't have time to tend to your... She sighed. What are you doing?
Just my scepter. My globe cruciger.
She... Silence.
Anyway. No, Harry. It's...
She... Silence. A distant wind.
No, we don't have it. It's all gone. I have to go to the aerodrome.
Oh God, whatever you do, don't try to kiss her yet. Not after that. You're still reeling. You'll fall over if you try now.
急速に興味を失ったよ。
Your feet still tremble. She is not kissing you back. The moment is ending. She is going to move her face away from yours. Trying. Brother, you should put me in front of a fire.
No, Harry, I'm pregnant. You know what this means. Yes. I terminated yours. Don't you remember now?
No. More questions. Ask more.
I don't want it. It looks expensive. Please don't give me any gifts. We both...
It was her.
As Queen Regnant, I write a lot of letters. Okay, Harry. It was 100 million years ago. The coolest, the first and worst time I've... Is there really anything left? I'm actually very ordinary. This thing you've made me... Other questions are the last thing I need right now. Hush. It's not. But I don't know why I... That's it, yes. We've talked about it a million times, see? But...
It's not. It's just not possible. It's like eating rocks.
No, Harry. We already tried again, and it didn't work. I don't know. Please, Harry.
She avoids turning them to you. They're turning moist now. Her eye.
You know what I mean. No, you don't.
Questions? Did someone say questions?
This is another one, isn't it? We're in a tree right now. It's not just other people get... In conclusion, you're ill. I don't know what you mean. Dolores Day. Oh, Harry, call me.
You ruined it.
They shouldn't. Months already.
The air. Black-eyed dogs wander the alleys. Apple means pain.
Great. Now I'm the symbol of... Wasn't I? I haven't even bought the tickets yet. Great. It's the abyss of... I will.
1,000 times you beat...
Yes, Harry. I am. I have to... No. That would only be painful and dull. No. That light. I have to wipe it all off me. And no. Yes. I won't see... Oh, Harry. Right here. I'm suffocatingly... Oh, yes. See you tomorrow.
Damedana. とりあえず、最速でエンディングまで行くか。
You're up quick. How was your sleep? Are you sure you're okay? You thrashed around and you bolted up, halfway covered in blood from your wounds. Of course, I did not want to wake you.
The lieutenant... I understand. We've all been through...
Okay.
He's still worried.
Yes?
ごめん、
books and magazines. Most are popular depiction among what is most.
Someone's made themselves a home.
Not that you can tell. You do. The print inside. Soft covers, serial. An old lieutenant.
It's cold now.
The lieutenant assists. There's a red. The recoil start wakes the old generator up. The machine sputters.
That should do it. Downstairs, somewhere. Downstairs.
The tank is far. The tank.
Downstairs.
Soft covers, serialized fantastique, and detectives. You see a small
Another part of the island. Maybe this is one of the doors we don't open?
He's right. It would be better to open it.
I think there's a console just southeast.
Green paint flicks. The keys rattle.
The console of an I think, yes. Let's see.
The blast door opens with a series of clicks. A shaft of light appears, then widens as the light shines in. A sudden
after you.
An old man then spits. He's practically tearing.
The what? I may have. Fire guy. I did. I should have. Reactionary.
Told you we shouldn't. I did.
Side effect. The fascists were right. It's not nice. It's a triangle.
Southeast.
A samurai.
It was sent to us by our.
It has stayed true to him.
You heard me.
The lieutenant.
You were a.
Yell at him now. Loud.
No. Put it down.
Oh, you're gonna. It's out of bullets.
Like an amputated limb in the sand. No reply. You went in too fast. Overeager.
My name. I am.
The communal.
From the I left 43 years. I was an resurrection. 43 years and 10 months. It's not how he
not. But he can.
What have you been doing?
Hiding. Fish.
Where the afternoon grows. Two police officers. Patrol officer. The officer.
Always. For her.
Her who?
Girl child. Always. The material base. The historic opportunity for our revolution has passed. There's nothing serious in this world.
His gaze follows your motion. The rifles on the butt. You see Vespertine. The rifle on the butt. You see.
No one said it.
From ballistic.
It doesn't matter if it was made in the right time.
He's liking this. The old man keeps following your motion with his gaze.
What have I?
Here we go.
Killing people.
It's a gun. I've used it.
Interesting.
There is no after. the war.
This is it. This is what the the solution. Be careful now. Don't mess this up. Remember.
What did I just say?
Oh no, you were wrong.
The who now? Oh yes.
Did you kill?
I am a son of a welder and an officer of the
Tear into the gun. The scent of blood in the air. Something about the tracks. Suddenly, all those tracks are so confusing. Go with something. Wait, here it comes. There were Maybells and... Wait, don't forget the foot. You got it. Remember nothing else. I'm sorry.
Officer, a word?
Almost wet.
No, come on. I think we may have this. From nothing to this in a day. This is good, Lieutenant Gefreiter. Yes, good going. That should be our first priority. Good. We are doing very... I can see that, yeah. Ballistics. Let him cook.
It doesn't have to hold him.
Remember.
There is palpable excitement in his tone. He likes him for this.
Short mail.
Minions of capital. What do you want? I ain't.
Yes?
A dim automatic boot. The lighting in the room turns on. The dial slides under the glass. A dim golden glow. The dial slides under the glass. Dark. This old cylindrical generator. The tank is far from full. The tank is far. soft covers, serialized.
Game をいけるのがなくない。いけないじゃん。何？
The chain trails off into the ocean, connecting the island.
Ah, yes. So it seems, for bringing me
as a defensive measure, lock it off
from enemies of the commune of Revachol. This sea fort was a revolution.
一回戻ってやればいいの。ファストトラベルできないの。
The skiff is swaying on.
Are you sure? There are things we still need to do here.
Minions of Capit.
Tear into him again.
Show me the soul.
Fuck it.
The make. These are not.
The size fits, but not the soul.
Simpler? No. The lieutenant. What are you? Not now. Stop yourself.
People change shoes, detective. It was. What were you doing?
Trying to.
The old man. More. He's gonna.
Damn.
He's seen.
So many this year. Class. With.
There is almost. But you need one more. Just one.
Not a lot of good.
It's a you.
Damn. So he saw you. Okay. So what?
You didn't handle it. None of those.
So you watched the fight?
You don't know anything. Imbecile.
The lieutenant. Not this, he seems to say. Anything but this.
Not your brain.
Yeah, but still. Somehow you knew it was a communist. Perhaps you suspected it before you...
Standing there, slack-jawed.
He see
so many. They block
south.
You must get her.
I may. Class, yeah. With the.
There is a small.
You know who he was. A coalition-trained murderer. beat got your attention. No. Oh, the inhuman.
The lieutenant raises. Hush. He does. While the lieutenant listens.
I had them in my sights. I didn't think I had it.
There.
Nothing. I went to... and...
Mr. Dross, are you aware?
Yes.
And you were looking at them?
Naka.
The victim and a young woman having...
The old...
Why?
Because that's what they would do.
The motive. You can coax it out of him.
I don't understand. Do you, detective?
I'm always looking.
Are you all...
A rifle's...
And if you don't...
Click.
Yes. Think of it as a form of critique. Them fucking jealousy is a reactionary, and I wanted to see. That's all it...
Her body sweating. This man has seen... And now, to punish her.
Since she came to...
Past the fell building...
Hiding something.
And beautiful.
That.
How could you see what she looked?
The sun came up. Her passport and tickets to Villiers. And from there to Cachet Brut.
In the free state of...
After she was gone.
Did you keep what was in it?
No. Why would I do that? I didn't need tickets to Villiers. I put them back.
A strange confusion.
I did. I could see who she was.
You could tell she was a spook?
She had different color hair on the photo. And
the bruises. You can't...
You can't see bruises through a scope. It's just a blur.
It quickly...
Oh, yeah.
Everything in him fills with impossible longing. All at once.
Did you make that hole?
With a clip-point knife. Like that, too. I've seen her like that.
Everything in him.
Did you make...
With a clip-point knife. I've been through all of Martinet. Yes, that. You turn it on inside.
You hear the familiar one more loose end.
How did you get in there? The hidden pinball workshop.
I can just walk in the hostel now after a good wash.
You had to open the steel?
I got that open a long time ago. Some bourgeois game merchant lived there. I don't know, 15 years ago?
Andy found use for it. A spare key, like the one hanging behind the Union box window.
Her.
The lieutenant nods at you. That's it.
Where is she, that Classier? I haven't seen her there for days. Gone. I knew it. She'd look, at night, crying or smoking on the roof.
Midtown, across the Bay of Revachol. The Oceanic, on the platform, smaller, distant, hidden. Not there. He's there. The special consultant hide as the men go. Good luck, Harry, she thinks.
We could get more.
You could enough. Take him in.
A tragic comedy.
A strange detest pushes the cobwebs out.
Specifically, the whole because of the races pumped full of steroids and yes, the fly larva in his container. He let not since the surf. Intense. The worst of the worst. Every morning. That's all we did.
The disco, what was that about? Steroid?
Horse. Glad. It's all gone.
Yes?
The old man stares.
What?
The sum of the wind.
Your wayfarer right. Do you?
But... No, I don't want to.
He's not afraid, like parting.
Your confirmation is not required, sir. Now on to the boat. Not really.
There's something you...
Who watches over him?
Lillian. You could ask her, maybe.
This is no harmless...
This fucking world. This world...
No, it would...
This world.
The wind is... Your skin is crawling suddenly. A delicate tangle of arms and legs unfolds from the It's still there.
What are you talking? There's nothing.
The stick inside. You feel your legs shaking under you, and you're...
Tell me what you see, damn it.
I can see it.
Force, but that means it's really there.
Be very, very careful.
The creature's reed-like tufts stick out of its joints. The creature, there is a sadness in there.
It is.
You glance.
We need a foot.
From the I am not palatable with, you see the
Emperor will...
I'll wait. The spindly mechanism turns itself back to you. Its antennae taking their measure of the air. Slowly. You barely get to take one step. It's blending in.
Where?
Your voice echoes
失
on
敗
the
したんだ
water.
けど、97%。
In some
Our suspect. It looks like...
in the
What is it?
something is very...
Mr.
The man does not like an addict of some terror. Like
He's going...
the trembling.
Between this and the broken tire, he's used old age and shock. Yes, the arrest and the appearance of the Phasmid, the combined stress. But you think it's something... He did seem... I have absolutely forgotten old age and shock. The appearance of the old age and... Yes, that could be part...
No response.
Then how did we see it? The doctors will have to look at this. It did seem... I have absolutely forgotten to take notes. We should think about getting back to the mainland.
"急速に興味が失われている感じる。
The skiff is sweat.
Let's. We are done here.
The skiff, but two men. You reach the jetty and climb out of the skiff.
Look what the tide, Harry.
This is the man with sunglasses from the whirling in rags. But where are...
Hello, I'm your goddamn partner, Jean, special consultant.
Hi.
We've come to scrape what's left of you.
Lieutenant Kim Kisoragi. We might...
As if he recalled.
But this is clearly a departmental matter, so I'm going to leave you to discuss it among yourselves.
It's good to...
Letting the lieutenant know he shouldn't feel embarrassed over the shits.
Ari, we want to help you. Trant, I believe this is where you could...
My background isn't...
No, Trant, it's too...
What does he have to say for himself? He left you to catch the bullets.
God damn, you told us to fuck off. You said we're... Sure. You're not, super... The cafeteria manager you fucked over told us where you went.
And...
You're a legend among the drunks, Harry. A guilt, and it was. Good work, Harry. You had what coming? Not record.
Okay.
That will never happen, Jude.
Yes, I'm Trant Heilish, Mikhail.
His son?
No, what indeed?
He's here to see if you're insane, duped.
Yes.
Still caught up in this crossfire, too.
The bit...
Well, as displayed in this...
Interesting?
Yes, interesting. I have my theories, but I would like...
I keep my...
But yes...
The two... Those cases were...
Interest.
What do you mean?
Well, look at the... How do I...
Okay, Trent.
He's...
No one...
They can...
Now, no.
Now we discuss that. I do. Thank you for destroying 45,000 area. It doesn't matter. We're not armor cops. We're the thing that tells people you're a police officer.
In a rush to demonstrate your badge, your eager fingers can't sustain. Not. You got it all right. You're showing it to him.
And your gun? Yeah, gun. But I don't care if you have a new... I knew it.
This isn't cause for...
I would say it's very bad. Yes. Who are you?
We've read the reports.
Sure. Or the fact that compared to the...
He did everything.
Here comes the...
He did so at considerable risk to...
Thank you for... You've spent... On Lieutenant...
Well...
See?
One.
Then it's worried. Others... And then he can talk... Well...
Okay.
Other than... Yep. A colossal stick insect. I know this...
I don't doubt you, Lieutenant. If you say bye...
Yes.
So it...
We could order a search. I could get people from EPIS on the island, entomologists, doctors. There must be signs of it in the reeds.
What was that? It sounded like you set up...
4 kids.
It's not that okay.
I don't know. So...
Anything that...
Agreed.
Okay. Now, the man looks westward, impatiently.
Good.
Fuck it.
Under the... Dawson? Really?
Wonderful. Then can we...
終わりました。ロック解除。めんどくさくなっちゃった。97% 外しすぎでしょ。3回ぐらい外したじゃん。いきなり真犯人が現れる。今までの推移は何だったのって話。そこまでキャラクターが好きになれないから。イベントを進めていると敵になんないんだけど。推理してくるのが面白いかもしれない。そこまで面白いってわけでもないよね。それ以外のイベントがあるから。 結局なんか何やってんのかよくわかんなくなった。競技の10ってわかんなかった。犯人はあそこにいるってことがさ。狂気の自由って絶対見つからないじゃん。バックグラウンドはめんどくさそう。興味なくなっちゃう人はただ長いだけで退屈なだけ。合成反省とかなんかな。こんな人間集めて喋らせ。音声が結構いい感じになりそうだ。英語だったね。日本語だったら結構怪しくなるかな。最初はある程度面白かったけどね。めんどくさくなっちゃうよ。強制戦闘からの強制戦闘ではあとステータスとかどういう風にすればいいかよくわかんなかったんだよね。思想とかも全然わかんねえし。あれアンロックしないといけないから一周できて確かめられないよね。そもそも話し事っていうのがめんどくさくてダメだね。思考で思考のスロットをアンロック。ステータスは出た方がいいのか。思考はもうわかんないもんね。赤ちゃん。6時半、わかんないから。思考の能力アップは何かわかんないから。適当にやるしかないよ。外すのにスキルポイント使うでしょう。浪費少女。よくわかんねえな。経験、自治体は有限、生コン、ねこれ。 経験値の資源が有限だから。思考のロックアンロック。それで使っちゃうと足りなくなっちゃうよね。クリアしながら思考の効果を記憶していかないといけない。めちゃくちゃだるいよね。あとはそうだな、強制的にダイスロールが発生するから。それよりいくらかステータス上げとかないといけないんだよな。究極ステータスがさ。どれだけ使うかわかんなかったら触れないよね。どこにつぎ込めばいいかわかんないし、何は安定かもよくわかんない。でも1回ヒットとしても 80% から 97% で外れることがあるから。よくなったね。長すぎた。今日どうしよう。大会っていつからやるんだっけ。結局文字に飽きちゃったからな。周りの方が長かったじゃん。手首でお疲れ様でございました。